morning, people, and welcome to a very late daily reading, or a weekend reading actually it is. Today has just been a day. I wanted to film this earlier today, but I have had one phone call after another, so maybe that's a theme for the weekend. Like, there could be a lot of different communication and phone calls and meetings and stuff like that, which with the cards, yes. But before we start, I was supposed to pre-record this so that it could go up, but I felt so sick, and there is a synchronicity in this, so that's why I'm gonna mention it. But yesterday I was going to Germany with Kiri to do some Halloween shopping, and we had planned this for months, so I did not want to cancel or not do it. Already in the morning I could feel like I had one of those annoying headaches, but I just took some medicine and I was like, it's going to be fine, I don't want to push this, we're going to do it. So we did it, but I could just feel like I felt more and more sick while we were out shopping. It got so bad that I literally felt like I was going to pass out in the shop. It was that bad. And then after the shopping, Kiri drove me home. I just slept, but I also started vomiting. And in the evening, when I got better, I was like, oh wait, this is actually interesting, because I felt the exact same way with headache, nausea and vomiting last year when we had eclipse season. So I feel this is something that might also happen for some of you guys. You might feel sick in one way or another, if it's with what I have had or if it's something else. But it is this energy of like purging, like we are throwing up throwing out the last bits and bobs of what's not important anymore, clearing out the energy, I guess I can say. So, you know, today when I woke up I felt refreshed and new, and like it's always the best feeling, and it sounds so silly to say, but it's the best feeling after you have felt so sick to feel so fresh and renewed the next day. So once again, I think it's a clear sign of the universe of what's going on with the eclipses. But I did make a post with this card as the energy card. I pulled one more after, so that we have one. For the 3 predictional energies that we always talk about, I actually used an oracle. So we have actually switched it a little bit, because normally we use energy cards for the all-in-all energy and tarot for the 3 predictions, but I did not do that this time. But for the first one, that is the one that I made the post about. It says, an amazing opportunity. Be bold, courageous and optimistic. Now is the time to take action. Do what you are passionate about. So in the weekend, do what you are passionate about. Then the other card that came up together with that one is the Knight of Swords. One thing I pay attention to is the red bird. I know, well, it doesn't have to only be in America, but that's what I associate it with, because I feel that's what I've seen it most with. But this bird, it's called something special. It's something with like sea or cardinals, I don't know. But it's a bird that's a lot associated with signs from people who cross over, right? Like past ones are visiting like this bird. So there could be something here. But also I pay attention to red. So when it comes to sympathetic magic, which I do love to speak about on this channel, wear red in the weekend because it will do something. So, well, maybe I should read what it says here. With the Knight of Swords, he is decisive, focused, driven, but also defensive. It could be a person, but it could also just be your energy. So we have fire and we have air and earth here. Events that move with great speed. Choose intellectual responses to challenges rather than emotional. Sudden and unexpected changes. Review your options carefully. I actually just realized that he's riding on a unicorn. Like, oh, wait, he's riding on an effing unicorn. Well, I guess that if it's a person, it's a very magnetic, magical person. There is magical and fate involved in this, or it's just you. Like, you're being moved with force. It could be something with unicorns at the moment, if it's the kind ones. I guess unicorns are kind. But the energy cards are definitely setting the tone for things speeding up in the weekend. There is a lot of creativity, there is a lot of speed, fast energy, so again, communication, getting things done. Be mindful of being too defensive, because when the energies go so fast, it could be something that comes up. It's also a time for you to actually say yes to what actually excites you, because that the Knight of Swords is also moving in the direction of the Ace of Wands. So there is a lot of passion, there is a lot of new beginnings, there's good news coming your way. Things are probably going to change very fast in a bigger way than you expected in the weekend. The most important with these cards is that you are at a point where you decide to actually give life to something new, to give birth to something new. Also because the boy is sitting with this plant, right? And he probably gave life to the plant and, you know, gave life to his dreams. Also, I don't know if this is a bearded dragon, but bearded dragons are a sign of luck. It's a very spiritual creature. They come to people who are going through a spiritual awakening. So I think you might go through a spiritual awakening, but it's not like it has been before. It's actually a spiritual awakening in the form of you actually stepping into what you're supposed to step into, instead of all the lessons that we all have been through in the past many years. So swift magical action, the spark of passion. And also both the little boy in the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Swords is actually raising the wand, the sword. But also it does feel like he's being guided actually by the red bird, right? So some of you guys might be guided at the moment by someone who crossed over. It could be a mom, a dad, a sister, a brother, it could even be a child. It could be an aunt, grandparent, whatever. Uncle, a friend, whoever. It could be a spirit guide for some of you guys. But you're being guided to step out there and go for your dreams. Something is being acknowledged. Okay, well, something is being acknowledged. Something is being lit up in your life. And you're very steady, grounded, like nothing can... I don't know what is going on with my cameras at the moment, but this one just shut up. It just shut up. It just shut down and said there was an error with the card. So I really hope that the first part that I recorded is still there. Well, if you see this, I guess it is. But okay, I will just manifest that it's still there. I don't know how much I said before it cut off, but you can expect this vitality, this fire being lit under you. There is this motivation and this fire to just get things set in motion in the weekend. You might feel like electric, like there is something inside of you that's like restless and you just want to get going and just do a lot of new things. So whatever this is, also with the Knight, it could come through a conversation, or it could come through some ideas that pops up, like a sudden, can I say, chance, opportunity that lights something up. And with the Earth Spirit, it's for the long term. It brings back stability, also because the last card is the Bee. Spirit is prosperity, so it, whatever it is it brings you long-term stability, long-term prosperity. There is something that you're beginning in the weekend that, how can I say, lasts, like it puts roots down into the earth and also to you. So it brings you a lot of new inspiration and a lot of new energy to actually move forward. It's not just like a passing spark, it's actually something that's there to last forever. So I think it's important to trust in this spark of excitement, but also this energy of, like, again, things are taking time, things are growing, but it starts with you actually also putting things out there and doing things. It leads to sweetness and rewards, that is for sure, and that is most important. We have number 5, so starting something new. Also 1, 4, 5, 8, prosperity. There's a lot of signs here. You're being recognized. There is financial flow, financial stability. You're going to feel supported in whatever it is that you want to build up. Yeah. So in the weekend is the time to actually bring something to life, do something, because you will be recognized for it. It is going to bring you long-term stability and rewards and prosperity, but also, yeah, you being recognized, you being applauded. It brings fast movement when it comes to conversations and sharing ideas, and yeah, I keep having this energy of like fast communication. But that's it. Thank you guys. Finally, you guys can have a reading. But I will see you guys on Sunday, or maybe when I have the time, or if I have the time, I will record different things for you. But until then, bye.